Business English with Richard Halligan. In this presentation, we will be looking into first impressions in business. In the world of business, you don't get a second chance to make a good impression. So always make your first impression count. Your first impression in presentations. Now, people say that the first 2 minutes in a presentation is the hardest part. In fact, it can be less than 2 minutes during the presentation to make the vital first impression. Most clients want that to be broken down to understand what is going on with the audience and how we communicate with the people. A lot is based on body language and non-verbal communication as well, which makes up to 90% of our communication. What is taken during the presentation itself is the sound of the person's voice. So you're going to make sure that your voice is heard, be very clear, and also make sure to project your voice as well, to make sure that people at the back can hear you as well. Your posture, make sure that you're standing upright, you're looking professional, making sure that you are well presented in your appearance as well. And also try and keep your head up to show that you are confident as well. The way that we use the room or the space that we have. So don't just stick into one area, walk around, get a feel for the stage, make everyone follow you where you're going. And of course, most importantly, how you are dressed or how they are dressed. It depends on who's giving the presentation. So make sure that you wear your best suit. You got your hair looking good, well gelled or clean or anything. Make sure that you look very presentable. Smart shoes, a tie, shirt, suit, the lot. The audience starts to put a picture together of what they think about the person or people giving the presentation, an idea of who they are, what they are, before they even finish the first 2 sentences. Continuing on with presentations, we think about posture and the way we stand, the way you take charge of the space. Rather than hiding behind a table or a podium, you can try to get a direct contact with your audience. One problem that comes with PowerPoint is when people want to stay close to their laptops to change the slides. And obviously, the message is very simple in this case. Just use a remote control. And that will free you from your laptop, and that will give you more freedom to move around the stage or even have more interaction with your audience. The way that we use our eye contact to scan the room as well. Rather than just looking at the first few rows, it makes everybody feel as though there's a conversation going on between you and them, no matter how far back they are in the room. Also, the way in which we use modulation in our voices. You know the kind of intonation we use. So you can say loud or you can keep it low. But of course, if you have a microphone, that makes things much easier. There is also sometimes perhaps a tendency to want to shout in order to be heard in a large room. If there's a microphone, which I mentioned earlier, try it out before the audience arrives. So make sure that your microphone is working, make sure that there's a good volume. And also, it's always good to have someone standing in different parts of the room so they can hear the microphone as well and to test the speakers. Try to get a feel for how your voice sounds accordingly, but also remember how important intonation is. After all, English is the language of Shakespeare. So we have the ability to produce all sorts of light and dark shades in our voices that add interest and get the audience really paying attention. We need to think very carefully about how we control our gestures. Certainly all of us have, well, perhaps particular mannerisms that we might use. You know, the flickering of the hair or the nervous way we start to fidget with our bracelet or our rings or even our watches, or the constant adjustment of the suit jacket that we're wearing, or the nervous cough that can become a slight distraction to the audience as well. And all of that can happen in the first minute or so. And a minute is a long time when you're speaking. Now, getting it right the first time. If you want to make a good impression first time around, make sure you are professional and confident in yourself and your business. Take the time to research potential clients or employers and try to be very clear about how your services can be invaluable to them, rather than on what other people or their products can't do. This will create positivity from the outset. It is also important to evaluate the ways in which your business communicates and make sure you have confidence in what you're providing. A professional website is the perfect way to create an everlasting first impression. Your website is the front page of your business online. It is important for it to have a lasting impact. A professionally designed and managed website by a team of web developers is the best way to build a fully functioning and effective web page. Think about how to best drive target traffic to your most important pages. Using SEO is the best way to help get your online sites the attention it needs to get people clicking. For more information about SEO, you can go onto Google and type in SEO and ask for any type of information about this. This is a great way to get your website noticed. It's a way to get a lot of people coming to your website and clicking onto your website. So like I said, more information if you go onto Google. And when it comes to making a good first impression, you must take time to perfect the right look. Be sure of the image you want to project. This will depend upon the market in which you circulate. Choose smart clothes that will flatter your shape, and dress for work rather than play. So always make sure you wear a suit. Don't go casual or too casual, wearing tracksuit bottoms and trainers. That does not give out a good sign. Consider accessories and your personal grooming as well, as the outfit that you'll wear can make or break whether somebody wants to work with you or hire you. If you have a visual impairment, taking the time to consider whether to wear contact lenses or glasses can also go a long way towards helping you make a good impression. Some feel that glasses present a smarter, more professional appearance, while others feel that colored contact lenses can bring out some good features, which allows clients and potential employers to see your face more clearly and better judge your facial expressions. And finally, competition in the world of business is fierce. Making a good first impression is vital and can be the difference between impressing clients and winning contracts, and being left out in the cold completely. Improving upon your personal and company image is a simple way to enhance a potential employer, a colleague, or client's first opinion of you, and can reinforce your reliability and competence in your field. Encourage a little faith in your business and abilities, and you will go far.